I have a one side burnt grilled cheese, one side barely toasted.
That's just how you gotta make it sometimes, I fear. It's okay.
Stream is started.
Hello, I am Boone. Oh, I need to level myself up.
Did I not level you guys up? I'm very sorry.
That's okay. We know how to. Clerics get easy level ups.
So do bards. It's so easy.
You guys all know what you get in any case, so it should be good. Need me to drag a spell or anything? Let me know. If you want, you can while we're waiting here. You can take a look at the absolutely ridiculous loot for Castle di Viscardi. There you go.
Where?
I've dropped it into the chat in a parcel.
Oh man, I'm not loaded in yet.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take that diamond or that diamond ring, folks. And the diamond necklace. Just gonna go ahead.
Yeah. One of the 3 things that I sent to Zach for what I wanted Frondra to do today was help look for diamonds. We're gonna get those fucking diamonds.
Okay. What is this?
Parcel.
The cape is crazy. What?
Yeah. There was so much loot to generate today that I random rolled a great deal of it.
Sorry, how much gold? Sorry, how much platinum? Sorry.
How much platinum? Just 100. Just 100 platinum.
I sent goobers over. I raided your stream just before I left mine, so yeah, it should have worked. I hope it worked. Oh wait,
You did not
oh,
raid.
I don't know if it did.
I think you offered
No.
to stream together.
No, I pressed the wrong thing. There you go. No, I got it.
Oh, nice.
There we go. There it is.
+2 magic weapon.
There we go.
Did we just divide all the money by 5, guys?
What money did we
Yeah.
get? What? Huh? What?
We're looking at the loot for...
Oh, jeez. Let me exit this one and join
Oh.
it. Yeah.
Crap! Okay, I didn't even notice the currency. I'm just letting you know that. I didn't even notice that. That's
Where's the
crazy.
loot? Where am I looking?
I was looking at the cape for a little bit too long, and then I was like, what is going on?
There's a number of items in here that are of great value that I'm sure your characters can use
Rare
to
spices!
fill their fortunes at some point. Whether it be the rare spices. I actually have all the... I just wrote out art pieces in there, but I actually have them all written out in a sheet if you really want to know what they are.
Describe every single one to us, Zach, in detail. No.
Sandra's gonna get like a really big manor when he retires. He's gonna fill it with art pieces wall to wall.
Most of them are just small things like cutlery or silver ewers or whatnot. But there is notably some brass mugs inlaid with jade, a bejeweled gold necklace, a 10x10 tapestry of La Duca and his family, from before everything, presumably.
Cool.
A carved wooden harp with ivory inlay and zircon gems. An old masterpiece painting of the beautiful countryside which once resided where the wound now is. That one's valued at about 2,500 gold.
Whoa!
And a platinum bracelet set with emeralds, which is also valued at about 2,500 gold.
Jesus. I'm assuming you put the list in the side chat on Fantasy Grounds? Or am I missing something? Could you re-put it in just because I've just joined?
That's just for you guys. I'm sure we'll split that up. If you want to split something up now, you can, but I'm sure we can...
Thank you.
Just quickly go over that at some point.
Holy shit. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Let's go ahead and do money, though, if we're all good with everyone getting a fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can.
It was I think if I calculated it was 4,100 in total.
You can
I'm breaking it out by what it actually is.
500
Gotcha.
gold.
Oh, that's so much easier. You're right.
1,000 silver. They're all divisible by 5, it turns out. So
That's crazy.
I wonder who did that.
Who would have thunk that?
And 2,000 copper.
It's just the sound of cascading copper coins as the bags of holding get
So
utilized.
That's how much we get each, right?
Uh-huh.
Wonderful.
Side chat.
Thank you very
I
much.
did take the jewelry that the jewelry used to bring people back to life and the spices. Full transparency.
That's fair.
I don't think anyone's too bothered with that.
I can't carry...
I can't
so much-
believe it, John.
So, what you can actually do with these parcels is you can click and drag the little pin for the items into your inventory.
Oh, dang. That's cool.
That's cool.
And then...
Javelin of Lightning. The fuck?
Anyways, I think it's about time we get started today. Welcome. Hope it's a good run. It should be fun today. Welcome to the stream, folks.
Those are all the goobers that played in the one shot.
Raw.
We introduced more people to Yetis. They found them goofy. I'm happy.
So, where we left off last time, you all had finished infiltrating and slaying Duca.
Crazy weather.
Your actions have widespread effects. All vampires in the castle heard the call a scant 40 seconds prior. They began moving at great speeds to the room in which Duca resided, where you all had begun battle with him. But they were too late. And now all across the floors of the castles lies corpses and dust, depending on how dead they were. It is silent, save for your own speech and movement. And for a few steps somewhere up above in the castle. But seeing as I have, I am no longer in a state where I had been running a very complex combat for 3 hours. I think I'd like to start down below with you all in the basement of Castle Larking, with a few NPCs reacting to things with perhaps a little bit more gusto. The fire has been put out. Do you have your brick, Boone?
I do.
And the green light fades. And
Should also still have true sight as well.
everyone's eyes adjust to the more pale yellow-white light.
I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'll be back.
Can anybody see anything? I'm still in all black.
That's not good.
Yeah, the only light that I can see, are like from the candles.
I'm just going to turn the lighting off again.
There we go. I can see everything though.
See, there we go. It's okay. Yeah, dust. I agree.
Sarah is kind of clinging to your arm, Boone. She's fairly hurt. You can see by the more refractive light you've provided the edge of tears on a couple people's faces. Dahlia will look to her left and say, I'm going to start setting up for something. Something good, but maybe a little bit petty.
And I help.
I was going to ask if you would. And when you've all finished with whatever you need to do in here, I'd like to walk the fire with you. I think you're more than skilled enough to learn how.
Oh, okay. Is that pet? It's petty.
I'm going to burn every symbol of La Duca in the city.
That's not pettiness. That's vindication.
She smiles a bit. And she has tears too. But she smiles. She says, then I'll wait in the courtyard. I'll prepare a fire for us.
Thank you, Delia.
And she only knows the way you came in, so she's gonna go out this way. There's a number of NPCs that have already headed up and into the castle up above. Jax has carefully wrapped together and used magic to preserve the body of Erwin. It will remain preserved as such for 10 days.
Oakenhill will offer to carry Owen if they are like struggling, because obviously, yeah, but if not, then.
Jax isn't, but nonetheless, in very Jax fashion, she will say, I'd love the help.
Yeah, and Oakenhill will just stay near Jax and just take the body and just very, extremely carefully carry Owen's body.
Absolutely.
So, Sarah, what do you think that this was? And he points at the skull.
She'll let go. She steps forwards. She kind of steps up onto here and touches it. Feeling over it. It's like a skull. A trophy? Why? Also, how did they get it into the basement?
The wealthy and powerful has really poor taste.
She nods. She nods. She'll step back. And she looks this way, Boom. back into the room. We do the right thing this time, Boone.
I think the right thing is very difficult in this situation.
It always feels like it is for me.
I don't think the right thing's always difficult. I just think that we've all stumbled into a semblance of importance that we never expected.
There's definitely a lot more expected of us these days. As they look in on Isandra, crumpled by the open coffin. Verandra kneeling, just staying close.
I need to do this. At the very least. Sandra is going to slowly pull back from Verandra, pushing himself up off of the coffin. And he's going to walk the coffin, slowly trailing his hand around the edge of it, feeling its material as he moves over by where the dust was perhaps most concentrated of La Duca, or what once was. And I think he's just going to kneel, and he's going to run his hands through the ashes, and he's going to hold them. And I think as he's holding them, he's thinking of the rage he felt in, of course, the battle. But not the rage towards his ally Oakenheel that he feels has betrayed him, but perhaps the rage that he'd felt of the hurt that La Duca had caused. And he is going to carefully fold his hands over the ashes, cupping them like this. And he's going to pour that rage, pour that energy, and he's going to try to see if he can concoct a trinket.
Certainly. I'd like you just to roll me a d6.
Okie doke.
Four. You open your hands, and you can push through the ashes in one palm, and inside you will find a signet ring.
And Sandra's gonna hold it up, and he is going to look over to Verandra, and he's just gonna hold it like this. You know, I suppose this is not all for him. Not.
I'll just chuckle and smile, trying to feed off of the the first smile he's seen in Isandra for a while.
And Sandra's going to slide on the ring just to keep it on him.
Absolutely.
For quick use, I suppose.
And your soul trinket will be the La Duca signet ring. The Viscardi signet ring.
No, I can't ask that now. We need to get out of here. We need to look things over.
Yeah, before we go, I had a quick question for you. I had talked to Cynthia right before all of this, and I was given the impression that she might be somewhere nearby. Did you want to find her?
Yes.
Alright,
Yes, I think we should.
let's do that. Though, I do have something I gotta do really quick. Hey Zach, can I cast Sending?
Certain.
I'd like to cast Sending to Liss.
Absolutely. Could you concoct what you want to send? I'm going to take a very brief inside Oakenheel's mind.
Oh,
break.
great. Yeah, that's going to go great. Yeah.
Absolutely, I will do that.
Oakenheel, you're holding the body,
Mm-hmm.
your axe stowed, just hanging on your back.
Yeah.
A voice touches your mind. It's been silent for a little bit. It normally isn't during battle.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, "Good work. I've never thanked a wielder before. Normally they need me more than I need them.
It's good that you know that's not true in this case.
Oakenheel, I'm full.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. I've never been full, Oakenheel. I feel like I could, but I don't know. I feel as though I must do something.
Can you... Jax looks at the body of the person that he actually cared about in his hands. He's like, okay, Jax, I know I offered to hold it, but something's going on and I'm kind of scared. So can you hold them for a second?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, this could be good, could be bad, most likely bad. And Oakenheel goes away, not out of view of Jax, because he still wants in case something goes wrong, but goes away in case something bad close range happens. He's like, okay. And Oakenheel pulls out the axe. I don't know what's gonna happen here. And Oakenheel just holds the axe, see if anything's changed. See if anything's changing.
Looking
He's like kind of
along
panicked.
it, the metal is shimmering. It pulls lightly along itself, like little waves echoing across it.
I'm assuming that's not usually the case.
No.
Okay, that's new. That's
Normally it's solid unless one of the seams opens and the eye appears.
So it looks like it's okay. I don't know what that means. Okay.
I don't know either, Oakenheel.
You realize it's more worrying when the demon I made a deal with doesn't know what they're doing, right? Oakenheel is saying this loud enough for at least Boone, Sarah, and Jax to hear, definitely, and the Dragonborn Elder. He's not being quiet. He's kind of panicked.
So people can hear.
Yeah. Oakenheel tries to touch the metal to see if anything happens when he touches it.
As you touch the metal, your finger sinks into it slightly.
That's... Are you broken?
No. Further, Oakenheel. Further.
Oh, this is not a good idea. Oakenheel's like, okay, fuck.
You feel something touch your fingertips on the other side, something pointed. Not hard.
Oakenheel
touch.
thinks back to the moments of fighting Azymundis where he's felt kind of powerless in the Emperor and stuff. And he puts his hand in further.
Your hand sinks in, it's cold, and something grasps your hand on the other side.
Oh no.
And it says, "Pull me out."
Boone!
Oh! Boone like
Just
half
get ready.
stumbles.
Get ready, just in case. This may be bad.
Fuck.
O'Connell pulls.
We'll come back to that.
Fuck. The second he's like pulling, but Boone.
Everyone's attention is this way right now, for sure.
Oh god, son of a bitch.
But that'll happen probably about as you get your response for Andra.
Gotcha. I put it in here. I'll read it aloud.
Mhm.
It says, "You're alone now. We trapped the Emperor and killed the Duke. What are you in comparison? You were confident then. What are you now?"
And the response you're going to get is even. Damn it! Why couldn't you have just come and talked to me? Seems I'm always there when the world starts to burn down. That's it.
All right. I don't think he's gonna send anything else. I think he's pretty pleased with that. Frondra has this kind of awful grin on his face for a moment, and he's just gonna look to Sandra and say, "All right, let's go get her." And
I also, Frondra, I'd like to find Marceau's ashes if we can.
absolutely, yeah, we could do that. Absolutely. And then,
Just want to see.
As you hear, Boo!
motherfucker.
Make me an athletics check, O'Connell.
I'm still werewolf mode, so I still get advantage. Jesus Christ. Athletics.
Oh!
I thought it was in that 20 for a second. I thought.
O'Connell struggles, in one hand he's holding the axe, and the other he's like pulling, but his arm is sinking into the axe for some reason. Further, it's up to nearly his elbow. Now.
Oh shit!
Can Boone grab around Oakenheel's waist like they're having a very beautiful dance, but instead he just tries to like suplex them backwards?
Absolutely, you're going to need someone to help. You can start with that, and you realize, Boone, you're going to need someone to help hold the axe away as well.
Oh shit. Everyone else, grab the axe!
Sarah runs over, Thirstismos, of course. Jack's people start coming in and holding. Absolutely, make me an athletics check at advantage, Boone.
Come on, Boone.
Come on.
Roll
Boone.
like you're not trying to contact the gods, so you roll well.
Bardic and just say like,
You
what the fuck is happening now?
Oh, Boone. O'Connell's arm, and he's like, the thing said it was full.
And then, what's your inspiration now? Is it a D10?
Yeah, D10.
Alright, let's crank this bad boy over 20.
No, it's at like
Oh,
15.
so rude.
I hate
18.
everything.
Pulling, trying, whatever force is pulling at him, you can hear Oakenheel's bones click a little bit as you pull with might, as whatever is pulling him in is stronger. It's up further past his shoulder, almost to his shoulder, I should say, past his elbow, almost to his shoulder.
Fuck!
Boone casts Bless on himself, Oakenheel, Ferandra, and Jax.
Absolutely. Anyone else want to try anything in the moment?
O'Connell's just gonna keep trying to yank, I guess, and try and get his arm free to a certain degree.
We'll come to that.
I think, yeah. I think what Asandra is going to do, he's going to see them having struggled enough, and he is going to try to take his rope and like loop it around like a crowbar and use that as like a stabilizing force, like wrapping it around like one of these pillars to help pull.
Absolutely. Using mechanical energy here, you make me an acrobatics check instead of an athletics check.
What a way to not use a strength-based modifier.
There we go. Finally fucking solved that gang.
You pull back, and Okanil's arm pulls back down towards, with the effort of everyone. This bit of momentum is enough to pull further. I'm gonna need one more athletics check from Okanil.
Okay, I still get advantage. I'm still scared. I would like to say I messaged Dima saying I'm going to get a new best friend. Anyway, that's
There
more
we
like
go.
it. That's what we
You
want.
yank and pull, and out comes a clawed hand pulling further, an arm, and a head that pulls forth with several eyes across it as you begin to pull a humanoid form out of the axe.
Bonnie, get back.
She was here.
And I'm just,
Ogan was just kind of stunned and panicked and scared and stunned and yeah. Would I huh?
is,
I guess
and I'm
X
just-
meet party?
As it pulls forwards, the form kind of melts. The light, especially emanating, seems to shift and pull its form to shadow. And I'm just going to use a suit of armor to represent its vague form. Not that one.
It's big.
That one.
It's big. It's a big boy.
For a moment. I'm in images, not tokens. That makes sense.
The demon
Where
eats
did-
vegetables, damn.
I thought I fucked up and I didn't import my chosen token for this one.
Oh no, is
But
it the thing that you sent me before? Oh, no.
It isn't.
Oh, thank fuck.
Vaguely the shape of a person.
Oh. What? Okay, looks at the axe. Is the axe still a thing?
It is. But now it's not moving or shimmering.
It still looks fucked. Like it still looks like, you know, the same axe.
It looks like the same axe, but it doesn't feel the same.
I'm so confused right now.
Can't.
I'm
Oh no.
I guess X meet party, party meet X.
Thank you. I'm free.
O'Connell looks to Boone. He's like, I fucked up, right?
Don't know. You weren't just an X. You were trapped in an X.
Yes.
Who did you piss off?
Really angry blacksmith.
A terrible thing. Saradun. I challenged him to a direct duel.
What's in a Saradoon?
Demon Prince. Violence.
O'Connell's eyes go wide. Okay, that's bad.
Okanil.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I offer you an exchange.
Depends on the exchange.
One favor further from each of us to each other. And I grant you your soul back.
Are you going to tell me? Wait, so what? Do I get to get a my favor is I get my soul back.
No.
I'm assuming. Oh, different favor. And you get to. I have to do a favor for you.
Yes.
Are you going to tell me what the favor is before I say yes?
No.
It's, I really need my soul back. That would be useful.
You still think a lot on these things. It's a good
Yeah.
trait.
Yeah, the whole thing of me. Yeah, that's kind of affects my. Can I get like a scale of 1 to 10 of how bad the favor would be?
I don't know what it's going to be yet.
Oh, you haven't decided yet. It's like save for later kind of thing.
It's just
I'm
to
gonna-
bring reason to come together.
I'm gonna regret this, and O'Connell puts his hand out to like shake.
He shakes your hand. You don't feel any different. He's gonna step this way. I'll
He was so confused.
find you all again. I need to be a person.
If you're looking to retire,
No, that's not an
no,
offer. No.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
No.
And this creature will head off into the castle, tapping at the wall over here, which will open up to another secret passage.
Sure.
Can I touch Oakenheel's axe and cast Identify?
Certainly.
The
Still
fuck?
magic?
It is not.
I will look to Jax and say, "You picked up the Vorpal axe, right?"
I'll say yeah.
I think Oakenheel could use it.
Wait, what's wrong with my axe? This has been a good axe. What do you mean?
I mean, it's a good axe. It's not
It's
all that cool newfangled stuff you could do. You can't really do it anymore.
wait, what?
It's just an axe, bud.
It. I guess I freed somebody that like got screwed over by. I don't know if that's gonna be good. That could still be bad. Yeah. Thanks for the help. That was scary. Yeah. I guess I need a new axe. It. How can you be like? Are you? Can I have that one, Jax? He looks at the
Jax
shiny
will
magical axe.
hand it over for now.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep playing Jax for them.
I get you. If they want to keep it, I'll give it back to them and buy a new one. So
Mhm.
we're all good either way. And yeah, Okani will take that axe now that his his demon axe is demonless, I guess. Shit. But I get my soul back, so that's a win. Okay, that was unexpected. But I got my soul back, so I'll take it. O'Connell stows the old axe on his back just to keep it, and just carries the other axe. And yeah. Is the Vorpal axe in Fantasy Grounds?
Yes.
Uh,
Don't worry about it. I'll get it to you. I don't think
Gotcha,
we're
gotcha.
gonna have any more fighting today.
all good.
Do you think that there's much for us to do down here, my friends, or should we start making our way to the surface?
We are going to find Cynthia's ashes. And I also
Okay.
would like to try to find Marceau's ashes before we leave.
Do we know where Marceau is?
No, but that is not objectionable.
I believe
I'm just-
Marceau was with. I can't remember her name. So much has happened.
They're not in the 9, right? Is all I'm asking.
No.
If they are, we
We'll
will,
travel.
but I'm almost certain that he is here.
Mm-hmm.
Footsteps from further down the halls.
Who goes there?
I've brought our allies from up above. Says-
Oh shit, it's boss lady. Alright.
And Celia, followed by Karuna and Darius. Shall we head upstairs? It's a bit nicer up there. Or at least over to one of the dining tables, perhaps? And, suppose we'll get to that tomorrow. She looks over to Erwin.
Are you coming, folks?
I suppose.
Oakenhill just nods.
Everyone will start to move. If you want to have your map, we'll everyone congregate over at this slightly nice area just over here.
Boone will take Arwen from Oakenhill if...
I think Jax has them now, but yeah.
Oh, Jax has them. Okay.
Jax will pull them off to the side here.
Oh, I got you, buddy. And Boone will, if Jax allows, will take Arwen and lay him down here.
Right, yeah. That makes sense. Darius places various documents, pages, and books onto the table. For you most perceptive, i.e. Sandra doesn't even have to make a roll, and I'm sure some of you don't have to either. Darius and Karuna both seem to have a very bad case of rope burn around their wrists.
What happened?
Karuna will lean forwards and say, we were caught by that Liss. Brought to
What?
different room in the castle. And Darius will say, they were in the laboratory.
Huh. So Liz was still working with Duca.
Well, Karina leans forwards again. There was another man there. They argued for a little bit. And then the man left. He seemed very concerned that you all were here. Insisted you were all supposed to meet him first.
What did the man look like?
He tall, hooded. His hair pulled out from the sides of the hood and was kept a little longer. Eyes glowed even in the darker space. He was messing around with vials and flipping through books.
Did he have a mirror?
I think he had such a thing at his side, but it was covered. Could have been... No, must have been a mirror.
So that sounds like so he had some sort of artifact. Adam told us this.
Well, he seemed incredibly angry with Liz that you all were not talking with him, and were instead down here. So I suppose that's for the best. And then Liz just left us. I have papers for you. I've picked out entries that are most appropriate for what you need to learn. And I've started to analyze some of the other ones. Darius will push forwards a couple of things. That Ascension one's a long read.
It's good that I like reading.
But you're free to read it if you would like. Focus has sent in a bit for no TPK, and Keywol has sent in a bit to balance that back out towards 0.
Stop that.
Darius will say, from what I was able to surmise, he is planning to, in some way, devour the being of Ard.
Wait, what? That's
He's
possible?
been taking on symbols of Ard, connecting things he's been doing to it. And using the magic present, some modification thereof, what was present in the Emperor's tomb. Just how the Emperor's being has been kept going by the devouring of the being of other things. The ability to hold them present until they are devoured. He will be corrupting and devouring Ard's being. Seems he wants to open Agridos and let the dead roam freely. And it seems he will do so on the holy day of penance.
Which is when? From now?
Cecilia will lean forwards. The sacred festival of Ard. One moment. We've been here. Would be in 4 days.
Oh,
Wait,
4 days to
Oh.
get to the Isle of Ard.
4 days.
look. We have... Oh, shit. We have the scroll from Bailiff. Do we message Bailiff and ask where that goes?
And all the wealth of the castle as well. I'm sure we could convince him more. Hell, I'm sure we could go to Dacia and purchase a mage if we needed.
4 days.
We have the scroll. We just don't know where it goes.
That's what I'm saying. If we message the Bailiff and ask where it goes, he can tell us. He gave us the scroll.
oh. Is there a
He
way
did-
to try and determine it just by studying it?
No, you'd need to know where the code leads. Because you know what the
Gotcha.
code is, you just don't know where it goes.
Gotcha.
4 days.
I would say that we likely shouldn't spend another night on
No.
this side of the continent then.
I agree.
Then can I ask you a favor?
Oh, of course.
She motions over to Erwin in the bed.
I'm going to in the morning. I can't right now.
Okay.
Wait. That's a spark I haven't felt before. No, in the morning. I will.
She nods. I'll make the first sacrifice. If everyone's alright with that.
Mm-hmm. We'll bring him back. When we were in the Sherwood, how long was the flight on the dragon? From the Sherwood?
It took maybe it was 2 days, wasn't it? It was a day and most of a day.
If we're thinking of this in 4 days, do we want allies, right? To could get there?
I have a very precarious idea,
Hmm.
Hmm?
but I think I've learned enough to bring back old Kingstinger.
Can we do that journey in 4 days? Wait,
I'll start
Just
looting the
right.
castle. Anyone who wants to, come with me. Even if we don't have the resources to get there ourselves, or to get messages ourselves. I find 5 or 10,000 gold tends to change that.
Oakney will come and help, and he's like, message. He says to Ferandra, message the Guardian, the dragon of my home.
Alright. I'll take care of that in a little bit here.
He can get there in time, and Oakney will just follow Cecilia.
Okay, there's enough hands over there.
And we have a looting party.
Come on, Jax.
Jack's will come loot too.
Don't have to RP him. Get him out of there.
No, get her out.
Hey, Sandra, where would you like to start looking?
Let's try to find Cynthia first. He's somewhere, tortured in the dungeons, I think is what you said, Frondra.
Yeah, indeed.
And I'd like to try to do something to collect what ashes of hers we can discern are hers.
Well, then I think what we are going to do.
During the looting, can Oakney keep an eye out for a covered mirror in a pile of ashes?
Certainly. I think what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out. As you all spend a fair bit of time searching, looting, and I'm going to describe a number of things you find. And if you want to roleplay around the finding of them, you may. O'Neil, during your search of the castle above with your allies, you will find a not a pile of ashes, but a body lying on the ground, face down, well dressed, heavily cloaked, clutching at a mirror.
Huh. Oakney will not touch the mirror, but use something to push away the mirror from the body.
Certainly.
Fuck. Is this towards the end of the looting or the start of the looting?
It's like it's earlier in. It's on the first floor of the castle.
Jax, you keep looting. I've got to take this back down to Isandra. I'll be
Those
back.
who are searching down below, it will not take you terribly long, because the chamber where Cynthia was kept was right over here. You can find her clothing, her revolver. She is dead on the ground. There is a pile of ashes in one corner that is not her. She is behind the bars, of course.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
I'll just move you 3 over there. How about that?
Did you... I'm not there, but did you say the body is ash or an actual body?
Cynthia's body is her body. The pile of ash in the corner appears to have been someone else. Accompanying every pile of ash, of course, is a set of clothing.
Is it? Does the somebody else look like Jean-Lucas' clothes?
Checking in and looking over it. Yes. Looks like he had a ring of keys. A quick check over the room will reveal a set of orders written by Gianluca to release Cynthia.
Frondra will give the keys to Isandra and just relay all of that. So I think he will hesitate for a moment to relay the order of release. Before just handing it over.
So this is... And that is...
Mhm.
Okay. Sandra's going to open the bars, and he's going to swing open the door.
Certainly.
So, Ash's Gianluca body Cinzia.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Nisandra's going to push open the door. I was expecting to see Ashes, but I suppose not. Why is that?
Oh, let me check something, okay?
Okay. And he's gonna get up and he's gonna dust off his knees.
Can Boone put Bonnie down and ask her, like, hey, Bonnie, is there any necromancy in this one?
And Bonnie will hop over and kind of do the little nibble that Bonnie does, just against the side of Cinzia's clothing. And then look back up to you. Chest, mouth, open, close, open, close.
Let's do yes for one, close, no for two.
And I'll do it twice.
Oh.
We might be able to bring her back.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it earlier. The ones that are dust are probably because they've been vampires for so long that when the curse was lifted and they died, the body's too old to keep going the way it is. But hers hasn't. She probably hasn't been a vampire for that long.
I suppose that there's some relief. But if it's not too much to ask. So I would understand if it is.
I've come to realize that the gods just don't answer when it's too much. That's not going to stop me from asking. There's 5 of them. One of them can pick up.
Thank you, Boone.
But if we're going to do that, then we should probably get to Irwin now.
Yes. We should.
Is this door open or closed?
Isandra just opened it up, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's open.
May I, Sandra?
Yes. Don't have the strength.
I know it's okay. You use levies and pulleys, and I think that's witchcraft, but it's fine. And Boone. And Boone will lift up the body.
Absolutely. Do you want to carry it
Just-
back to the other beds and whatnot?
Mm-hmm. And just to make sure, Zach, before I do something, do I have access to my 7th level spell slot already, or is it
Yes.
like we actually love? Okay, that's I wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's just hope that someone brings me diamonds.
Oh, I
I'm-
mean,
I'm almost certain that there are.
I still have mine.
Let's use yours. It's good. If we find more, we'll replace that one.
There we go.
Let me... Where are they? There they are. I'll have you drag her back and I'll put her token in one of the beds. Yeah.
Do you remember when she shot our friend in the face?
Yeah. Remember when I turned her into a hamster?
And I carried her in my pocket to go and see the entirety of the party.
Boone will put her down.
As well.
Yeah, Oakenhill comes back with a body that's covered in like a cloth or something like that, whatever he could find. And he has the mirror on top of the body.
Who is that?
Not so just. I assume they were with the mirror. I didn't know what to do, but I didn't want to leave the body, so. Oakenhill just put it down on another bed. And yeah.
So I can grab his token too.
What do they look like?
Oakenhill leaves the mirror and stuff and everything as well, and just goes back up to start looting again.
Do you want to know what he looks like? What token
Yes.
I had? Are you sure?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, what do you mean? I mean, you see,
Well,
I know. I've seen it, but it's been so long. Oh, look at him. Look at that
Oh,
bitch.
he's a handsome man.
Of course he's a fucking blonde twink. That explains
don't-
everything.
Now I don't want to see it. Now,
Oh, man.
now we know he's a handsome
Oh,
man. No.
man.
Oh my, that could have been in the campaign preface.
Platinum
that-
blonde?
Platinum blonde,
Oh.
tall twink. Immortal. Jesus.
Immoral.
Stereotype.
Immortal and immoral, okay?
He's not so handsome anymore. His entire face and body is emaciated.
Twink death. Got you.
I mean, he is a twink that died. That is true.
Everyone's still clapping.
Say.
We saved the world, guys.
We killed a twink.
I just shouldn't say words.
It's actually not you, Zach. It's us. 110%.
We're the problem. We're definitely the problem.
You can lay him out too in the mirror if you want. It's like wrapped up.
Oh.
So, I'm not going to say it. Well, actually, I am going to say it. I don't want him to be spared. I actually want him to be disposed of in the most reprehensible way possible.
Oh,
Hey, I have an idea.
Yes, Boone.
This room is really well shaped to center heat.
Would you like to burn the fucker? I would.
Well, I don't want to desecrate a corpse, but I am willing to offer a great evil to the gods.
Will that result in the desecration of his corpse?
If the gods deem it so, Boone wings.
If the gods deem it so. Okay.
I will turn it to the gods. Of course, I would not do it. But I know one that would. He's currently in a candle.
If the gods deem it so, Nisandra will also give a subtle wink.
You are understanding now.
That is fine. And he's been speaking this the entire time with like a slight snarl in his face.
But truly, this space, it does actually remind me of the curve of a garish. The circle allows for heat to centralize in the middle.
Mm.
I do worry that a fire down here would burn the whole place down, but it's sturdy stone.
As long
If
as
we
we don't
could-
go lighting multiple rooms.
Yeah, I suppose we'll be fine if that is the case. We'll just keep it down here in this room.
But we could probably bring back the coachman. We start with a sacrifice of a great evil, make our own sacrifices, and pray.
And
Why
we're
don't you
still
just
going
say
to be trying to bring back Cynthia as well.
I'm going to need a bit of a sturdier hand. That's going to have to wait until I sleep.
Okay.
But if we'd like, we can begin. I don't know. I don't think anyone's going to be using any of this furniture, and wood varnish is flammable.
Let's get that set up, son.
And then Boone will start dumping barrels, and he'll rip this furnace from the wall if he can and throw it in the middle, and
Certainly.
just
Folks just
Sandra
start-
also joins in on the destruction of things. He's like smashing shit in. Full hops.
Fire begins burning on the pile of rubble downstairs. You'll hear footsteps upstairs here and there as piles of treasure are gathered into the main common area.
Frandra at one point is going to pull an oil flask behind Isandra's ear like a magic pulling a coin. And be like, oh, where did this come from? This must be yours!
Sandra, who has multiple oil flasks on him, actually.
And you'll definitely notice the smoke and heat Oakenheel if you want to go down and rejoin them, by the way.
About
Oakenheel
that
notices
time-
and gets panicked and starts running down.
about that time, Boone cups his hand so his voice echoes down the hall. Oakenheel, indoor bonfire, sacrifice to the gods, and resurrection. You're missing out.
Oakenheel, hearing resurrection, will also grab Cecilia.
Certainly.
And Boone will carry will carry Asinzia's body out of the bonfire room.
Oakenheel comes down choking on the smoke that's coming through the fucking staircase.
He's actually going to carry her a little bit up the staircase and kind of lay her down here so that she can be picked up like a to-go order at a restaurant when you're leaving.
Why are we burning the basement? Guys?
I'm figuring out this priest stuff, okay? I'm getting better at it. I found that the more dramatic I am, the more it works.
I gotcha. Need any more fuel?
Maybe. Actually, yes, could you get a bookshelf?
Oakenheel kicks this door open, goes to the next door, just grabs a table. Just the biggest thing he can find, he grabs and just starts bringing it through.
Yeah, table, maps, letters. Just pull it
Yep.
over.
This one had chains on, I don't know.
That works. And Boone is going to... I've had to research how to melt metals way too much as this character. But Boone is going to, with his own foot, his own body, push into the burning pile and, spread it out slightly. And if he finds anything that's already turned to, coal, or, embers and, really hot wood, he'll, let that be pushed to the side but stays most centered to the center.
Mhm.
Basically, it's making enough space for Erwin to be there, but not Erwin is being put on a fire, a la Lord of the Rings 2.
Gotcha. A spot for Irwin to slide in there without it being instant, you're on fire.
Exactly. And Boone will be muttering in Primordial, not this one. This has a purpose. I've given you fuel. Burn that away. This one is to be preserved. And then he will stand, and look down to make sure Erwin's hats and stuff not cindering. And then he'll gesture, Sandra, give to the gods.
Of course. And Sandra is going to kneel down, and he's going to grip the throat of Marsadru's corpse. He's just going to drag it like that off the bed. You know, this is too good for you. Cheap as a funeral as you can get.
And you add him to the fire. He goes up quickly, burning away to just the shape of a person.
And Boone will open his maw as if to breathe fire, and he is going to attempt to control the embers of the smoke to instead begin carving the names of all 5 of the gods, into stagnant smoke.
Absolutely.
And then he will say, for the first time we offer destruction as sacrifice. The destruction of something that has caused great pain and great evil. We stand before a family of our own, and a family of that was. And we ask that one who has done no harm before us against the innocent, be allowed to return, if willing. I, Boone, offer to walk the fires in return.
And these smoke and embers kind of pool up as you had started, as you had seen it before, and pool around and form around the edges of the room, a great tapestry of smoke. As the fire lights in a number of different colors. Blue, red, green, gray, and silver.
Cynthia, I have their attention. Or Cecilia, I have their attention.
It's my fault.
One
for
of
giving
the
them-
seed names.
Giving them similar names and demeanors. Cecilia will step forwards and say, I'll offer you what I hope is enough. Erwin, you've had my back for years. Ever since I pulled you out of that damn clavican, the vile's thrall. Knowing nothing of the outside world, you helped me rid it of a great evil. The first of many times. You've chosen to do it again. You act gruff, but we all know you're a good person. Ard would know. We've work yet left to do. People yet left to save. And I can't do it on my own. She pulls off her hat and switches a dagger into the same hand, cutting her palm and letting it bleed onto her hat a bit. I offer you a token of what people remember me by, and my blood is measure. For I owe you at least a few years of what I have left. At least a few. And she tosses her hat with the blood into the flame. It all burns away and begins to add to the tapestry, showing a young man bowing, plotting, and stopping someone from... Well, perhaps it's suitable, seeing as you're in a progenitor's household. Stopping them from feeding upon hundreds and hundreds of people. That Cecilia gets a total of 30. If anyone else would like to offer anything to the fire, you may.
Farandra is going to approach, and he's going to say, I spent, basically, if I remember correctly, 1,500 gold on you to get you a new carriage, and you have not been able to drive it for more than, like, I don't know, 2 months? I want my money's worth. And frankly, I think Swift is going to miss you quite a lot. And he'll reach into his pocket and pull out a gold piece, and he will also reach into the bag of holding and pull out one of the useful tales from the Book of Useful Tales.
Mm-hmm.
And he will flick the gold piece in, and he'll say, in case you weren't convinced enough that I'll spend as much money on you as I want. And then he will toss the page of useful tales in and say, in case you weren't convinced that your story ain't over yet.
Make me a persuasion check, Ferandra. As these things burn away and add to the tapestry, a new meeting, lightly sitting together between a number of different people, Erwin petting and glaring at a number of you whenever you noticed the various animals around the household. Oh, that's just a 26, huh? Okay.
It's only one higher than the minimum I can roll.
That's insane. That's ridiculous. Like, sake.
And if anyone else wants to step forwards, they may. You do not have to, as a note.
You know, Erwin, Sandra says as he's like pivoting around the fire, he's uncorked his last bottle of wine. Really nice bottle of wine that he's bought, and he's pouring one cup and then two, and he sets the second cup by the edge of the fire, ready to tip it over when he's done with his little spiel. You know, Erwin, if you weren't there in that tavern the day that I assigned unto the Bloody Hunters, I probably would have been hanged for murder. And you know, I'm grateful for, of course, that, but I think what I'm most grateful for is just how willing you are to burden Boone's stories, and how willing, of course, you are to carry such a burden for the rest of us. And he, like, will side-eye Boone. Not that I think the stories are bad. You just...
Speak your truth before my gods.
Of course, are just most subject to them. And really, what you did back there is admirable, and I'm sorry that it ended this way. We really need you going forwards. And you'll like spill the cup and roll it into the fire.
And rising from the smoke, added to the side will be the image of various times amidst the carriage as Erwin looked back and actually listened with curiosity towards what was told, revealing of himself for a short time a bit of who he really is. The fire... Oh, Isandra. Sorry.
Oh, good.
You can also make me a persuasion check here.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah, just a
What the
32.
fuck? I don't need to do anything. I'll just back up. Fucking shit.
If I have to roll a D100 here, you might need to do something. Anything helps if I'm touching
Okay.
D100.
Okay, we'll come forward. 30? I can't beat a 32.
Got you.
I can't.
You can
26 is already ridiculous. He's revived in the next campaign of this run through. The next time this campaign's done, he's already revived. Shit. Oakeney will come forward. And he just, I've never really talked to you much, but we still had an understanding, and you're not done yet. And Oakeney will first pull out his flask of blackberry wine that he still has some left in. That he always hands to Erwin every time they sit down. It's always Oakenhill and Owen in the side, and he just hands it to him. So he throws that in, and then he will slice both of his hands and try and use some of his blood magic to again get the blood flowing around, and will sacrifice some of his life force to it, basically, and try and control the blood in Owen's body as much as he can, try and get it flowing.
Very well. Please roll me 2d12, Oakenhill. You're going to gain 1 exhaustion, O'Keneal.
Yep, fine.
But that is a success without a roll.
Thank God! Anything to not roll persuasion for me, fuck. Especially not following that shit. Yeah, awesome stuff.
And again, more images of more time you've spent with this person who is so quietly in the background most of the time. Running your letters, or gathering supplies, or taking you from one place to another. Always just kind of around to help. A lot has been said, and the fire is roaring with great energy. The tapestry around you all is quite full. If there's anything else anyone wants to add, you may.
I was just thinking of a story. It involves a very crotchety old man and a bunch of misfits he had to work with. The weird thing about it is that it isn't over yet. So I'll have to tell it to you later.
And I think with that, Boone, I'll have you give me an insight check.
The shock on John's
As you give a
face.
kind, hopeful pull, a promise for the future.
Hey,
God, the dice
so,
just hate you, John. I don't know what to say.
So Zach, earlier when I gave Boone a bardic, it failed. Does he still?
Yeah, technically, that's how your ability works.
Alright.
Let's give it a try, guys. It's gonna be 1.
Come on, 10.
That's a 3. There we go.
Alright.
We're 2 digits, guys.
Woo!
Talking to a dead person. Trying to
12 is
interpret
better than
spirit.
9, no matter what.
And as the tapestry pulls together and the magic comes to a head, Boone, it's your ritual. Would you like to roll the D100, or do you want to hand that to someone else?
I'm gonna do it because dice are dice, and that's what it is.
You got this.
Do we want high or low?
We got low.
Oh.
Funny you should ask that. Most groups never go through 2 revival rituals. Most don't know that I swap each time which one I'm looking for. There will be no further checks required, because that would have succeeded even if everyone else had failed. Well, okay.
Because we had high last time, didn't we? Yeah, we had high last time.
As the magic pulls into Irwin and he... the flesh knitting back together, he looks around, horrified for a moment, and then confused.
Get him out the fire!
And then you can help him up. What happened? Fire? It was...
As he's doing this, Boone is going to take off the laurel of the high tree and toss it into the fire. After the success of the ritual.
Fire flares and burns, eating that magic.
You want to drink? I see Saunders pouring or like sending out his cup.
Okay,
For
go
Irwin.
grab his flask. Oh, shoot.
Think I could use a drink?
Of course.
Do we get the alcohol away from the fire? Okay.
He takes a drink of it right there.
It's not flammable enough, don't worry.
Hmm.
If I were to pour this bottle over the fire, it would be gone, and I won't do that.
How did you buy
Oh.
this? It's good.
Don't doubt my fire.
So, Erwin, I gotta know, how does it feel to be a part of the recently deceased club?
It died.
Is
Huh?
It's
I always thought it would be nicer.
yeah.
And he stumbles a little bit as he tries to walk. Being revived, of course, giving him 3 exhaustion. Celia catches him. Come on, there's plenty of rooms in the castle we can set you up in. And she looks back past to all of you, since you all either wrote the ritual or offered something. Both. Thank you, bloody hunters. Not used to happier endings.
Stories have a weird way of going up and down before they're happy at the end.
Let's ride another wave then.
An upward one, please.
4 days? That should be just enough to get you back on your feet, Erwin. She starts pulling him upstairs.
You just defeated a vampire. You want to fight a lich?
Respectfully, everyone, can you get out of my garish?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, it's hot.
And Boon's just gonna sit and meditate. Try
Oakenhill
to.
sees Cynthia and is like, sees these two, who are both.
But yeah.
No. I'm saying sees the two people that are both have really good strength. Do you want me to carry them? Oakenhill asks to Isandra.
Yes.
Oakenhill picks them up carefully and carries them up.
I think Sarah
That's
will
not
stay
right.
now. Sorry, Sandra. You, please.
Let's go to try to find some place to rest for Andra.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a few messages to send out, but I'll help you look before then.
How many of those do you have left? And how many of them do you need to do?
It's, in terms of how many I have left, it's actually astounding how little magic I used in that whole ordeal. But I gotta talk to the Guardian. I should probably let Sosimo know what's happening. That way we don't come back and then all of a sudden the reckoning has come. Just a few. If you have any requests, I'm happy to fill a slot.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
I want her to start heading towards Sudol.
Very well.
At the very least, I want us to be able to catch her on the way as well.
Gotcha. I will let her know.
Thank you.
Finding place within the castle.
If Ferandra and Isandra leave Oakenhill will find a room, just respectfully put Cynthia, and then Oakenhill will just sit outside that room, and just fall asleep in front of the door.
Certainly. I think we can go theater of the mind at this point, as the rest of the session will likely be. Messages that are to be sent, anything you wish to find within the castle, anything people wish to do, we can run over it. A spot for Cynthia is found. Sitting with you, Boone. Sarah confines a great number of things over the next couple hours as the fire burns down. That she's been worried for a long time that the power she's garnered doesn't mean anything. That she's found more with you all and helping you all than she had ever on her own. She'd like to stay by the temple. But most importantly, that this has become a crisis of faith for her. Because after killing Duca, and after watching all of this and seeing what was wrought, life brought back, stories shown everywhere, She could feel them. And all she could feel from the scorned lady was a quiet pat on the shoulder and a promise that she will do it again.
Boone will try to comfort her and try to understand what it means to have a conflict of faith. And will, in the end, say, I often find that faith it hides at the intersection of doubt. And it's also okay to change what you believe in. It's okay to think that maybe you were wrong. I have been wrong many times. Maybe I'm wrong now. Faith's about accepting that even if you are wrong, there's still going to be a chance to make it right.
Then let me make it right. She takes the glaive and places it within the flame. And it roars and burns. And though Sarah says no more that night, she sits in meditation until the fire dies. I believe you have your first convert, Boone Garish.
I can't keep getting away with this. I'm coming for you, Gantera. Don't worry, buddy. I'm on my way.
Something about these folks just love their elemental priests. Anyways. Up top, you all can gather and collect anything you'd like from the pile of loot, because that's really what it ends up being, is in the main hall, in the main entryway chamber, a pile of loot is gathered from all over the castle, from anything your folks feel is useful. You'll need to use that expensive diamond necklace to revive Cynthia, if you wish to. For which I'm not going to hold a second resurrection ritual, because I've been doing that for far too long, I think. But with that level of magic, there is no chance of failure, not with what you've all have shown me thus far. You are able and capable of.
I shall delete it from my inventory.
But what I want to ask is, the next morning, as Cynthia is being revived, if there is anything anyone would like to say to the flames as the ritual is repeated one more time.
I think Chandra will say something.
Sorry.
You know, Cynthia, you definitely are not the type of person to be very open and honest about your feelings, and nor am I, so I'm not going to fault you there. But there was a point in time in which we had gone to the Isle of Arndt, and we had gone through a trial of sorts. And you were a member. I suppose you were a figment of this trial. I think that there is a part of you that has always wanted freedom. A part of you that has always wanted, perhaps, a freedom with your friends, Gianluca and Vinicio. A quiet begging for the little prince to see you on the countryside. To just go with you there, so that you all could be free. And without the burdens that the Duca has placed upon you. Those burdens no longer exist. And I'm sorry that we couldn't. That we failed to help La Duca's son, Gianluca, as well. But there is still freedom that waits for you. Vinicio is fine too. And you'll step away.
And I think, oddly, as it sounds, a hand will clutch up as you start to step away and grab at your, at the sort of, oh god, the word leaves me. Grabs at the hem of your sleeve. There you go. And it's strong for just a moment before it's weak. As the flames fold into Cynthia, and she says, "That little guy lived. He lived. I've been telling him since day one he would be the first one to die, and he was the first one." And then she almost faints from the effort of it.
Nisandra will do what he can to pull Cynthia out. Yeah, make sure that she's alright.
And you can help carry her off. She'll want to see Vinicio, which means she'll be traveling with you guys for a little bit. And with that, with us zooming out to the more general of it, there is a parade of very few people through the streets that start its closed and shuttered windows and people cowering. They know something has happened. Giants stand still in the streets. Unless provoked, they won't do anything. And Delia with Boone, and with any of you who wish to join to offer any spectacle to a march through the streets.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
begin.
Oh yeah.
As together Delia and Boone shift and form flames into different images, burning away symbols of La Duca through the streets. You can offer whatever you will, whether it be tossing bombs into the air for all anyone cares. As people start to open their doors to see what's happening, they're terrified at first. Then they start to realize what you all are doing. And priests to St. Lucinia begin, their leaders begin to lead them forwards, following you in a great train towards the edge of the city with all of your allies and a great cart of treasure. It is a lot. The flames pull and twist and explode upon the last great sigil banners hanging from the gates. Then everything gets oddly quiet. And the crowds look on at you in awe, perhaps. And you all have a moment, if you'd like to speak to the crowds, to step up and say something to the people of Larking. Or, if you wish, you can follow with some of your quieter companions out the front gates to somewhere of comparative seclusion.
O'Connell goes to the quiet people.
Isandra will step up through the crowd and he will uncross his arms from in front of his chest and let them hang at his sides so that he could better belt out, "La Duca de Vescardi is dead. I'm going to be making it my personal mission. Once it is, that the rest of them as a Closia Night is completed, striking down Azymundis to ascertain the stability of these people, of the duchy. Please enjoy your freedom." And do, of course, your best to stay together. Please.
Confusion from some, small cheers start from others. A priest steps forwards and says, "On behalf of all of us who have suffered, and of all of those who have not the words to describe their gratitude, I thank you. What is your name?"
I am Isandra Lagarde. I was not alone. I had the help of many companions. In fact, I was the one that dealt the killing blow.
Then let me take your names
And you'll look
so
back
they
to
can
the
be
rest of the-
recorded for history. Forgive me for my slow drawl with this character.
You're all good.
When you look back to the others, Isandra.
I love writing my names in things.
O'Connell probably would have already walked off with the quiet people, so he probably wasn't even there. So
With anyone who cares, the priest will take down your names.
Ferandra will say we'll specifically say Ferandra Lagarde.
Gotcha. So it will be recorded.
And Boone Garish, Suncaster, Flame Whisperer,
He smiles a bit as he writes those down next to your name.
Torch Carrier, Master of Kiln and Kitchen.
He frowns a little bit as he jots that down. Just shrugs. Keeps going.
You don't need the titles, they'll remember me, it's fine. They'll know.
And with that, your time in Larking comes to an end. Your caravan is about the same size as when you came in. Delia assures you that Adern would have been happy with the solution of this, with what had come before, to have spent his life in ending what broke everything around him. Would you like to use the scroll?
Yeah,
can
I'm
O'Connell
okay
do one?
with that, but
Can O'Connell do one thing?
Certainly.
Find the nearest plant and see how they're feeling.
Yeah, it's odd to see as you come to one of the nearby plants and you speak with it and you can get the gist of what's happening around you. It's not much different yet. But each plant no longer seems like it's trying to fight the world around it.
Good to know. O'Connell's happy. O'Connell's like, don't we need to go to the temple first?
We're going to a temple. Just it's on the other side of the continent and not built yet.
No, I mean that. Okay. Isn't
There's some notes as the
Venice?
logistics are brought up.
Isn't Venice? Aren't they at the Tanignan temple?
I forgot about that, but yes.
Yes, he is.
Let's get him to come to us.
Cool.
all right.
Did we leave anybody
Delia
behind that could
shuffles.
guide him?
I'll go pick him up.
Okay. When you get back, we can do that firewalking you were talking.
She smiles.
Did you message the bailiff to find out where the scroll goes?
Didn't the bailiff tell us not to talk to him anymore?
Yeah, he kind of
but-
did. I
I
don't
think
want to
if-
piss him off. He could just kind of snap his fingers and erase us, I feel.
But I think if we explain that Azymundis is going to eat a god, he might understand, right?
That's actually very true.
Should we inform the priests of Ard?
Yeah,
we
should.
That's what I was
We
doing.
definitely should, yeah.
I was gonna do that because I was gonna let Sosimo know, and then I was gonna let them know. That's yeah. I just honestly, I just assumed I already did that. I didn't give any details for the messages, but
Yeah, sure.
I had so many. Do you want me to like run through the messages very quickly?
Yeah, let's just run through the messages real quick. Again, we're zoomed out. I'm gonna gloss over the regathering together of people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The scroll will open a teleportation circle that leads you all into the basement of Manor Black.
Oh,
lovely.
Good to know.
It's a little dusty in here.
Okay.
But yes, what are your messages for Andra?
I sent the one to Etienne that Isandra had told me to, pretty much verbatim what Isandra said.
Got it.
I wanted to set one to I forget his name, but the guardian of the Surwood, the dragon, to just inform him 4 days time, Isle of Ard, the one who hurt your Surwood is going to hurt everything. And then did you want me to keep going?
Yeah. Any messages
Okay.
you're sending?
And then, like, the night before, I would have sent one to Sosimo, basically giving, like, a 25-word synopsis of, like, 4 days, Isle of Ard, Azymundis is going to try and take over Ascension. More details when we get there. And then I would have sent something to the Veiled Priest, essentially, along the same lines.
Then, with all of these people replying to various different things, the message back from Etienne being that Martin and her will want to stay nearby with people to try and help rebuild. Says, tell Isandra I love him.
Roger, we'll do that.
The priests freak the fuck out.
Yep.
Yep.
Reasonably.
Sosimo most of all. The Veiled Priest gives you a slightly panicked, we'll begin preparations. Alexos says, I will arrive at the Isle as soon as I can. And then you all are back in Manor Black.
Boone will send a very quick message to his mom that says, and he'll mumble to himself, I forgot I could do this. And then he's going to cup his hand over his mouth and say, Hi, Ma. I love you. In the neighborhood. Expect guests. Love you. How do I end a conversation when you're not?
And you'll get back. Boone, you're the ghosts in my head? Oh, I thought it was the ancestors. Oh, I have a big pot of stew on. I'm just gonna have to quadruple it for everyone. Bring them all by. Oh, we'll have to go down to the new house. There's not enough space in the apartment. We have to go down to the new place. And then she continues talking, but it also cuts off midway through her next part of the message.
It's not going to reply. He's just going to be like, There is stew.
I just realized one thing with it being the Temple of Art. Is that we've got to worry about a hag.
We may not have to.
What do you mean?
We could put her inside of a temple. Inside of a temple.
Would you? What?
I'll explain later.
Yeah, okay. You just,
I could also shape stone feet, like stone around her feet, and we could throw her in the ocean.
I would enjoy.
Never
that.
mind. If you love that idea, I can't support it.
I was gonna say, what happened to the
Fuck
whole,
off.
the whole argument we had when we first got them was not killing them.
But then she
What
tried to
did
kill
I-
us again.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
An argument that I still adamant. Never mind. I'm getting angry.
The second we get back to Mana Black, fuck, what do? We need to contact the ship, right, to get a ship to fucking.
Well.
Oh, we have to charter a ship.
What's it called? Zalexos, I think, something like that. He is coming
Guardian?
by. Yeah, the Guardian. He might be able to take us. Otherwise, we should probably get a ship. It takes like a day. I mean.
I'd say the ship just in case, but.
Oh wait, hold on. I cast sending to Sidarna.
Sure.
Do you got a ship available? We need one now.
It'll cost extra.
I cast another sending. We have extra.
You're my favorite customers now. That's what you get back.
He's just
Boat's good.
Okay, real question. Do we want my dragonborn ass to run up to the mountain and get old Kingstinger?
I'll go with you.
The big thing, can you fly back on Kingstinger?
I think if I bring him back to life, he'll let us fly on his back.
Okay, it's just, how long did it take to get to the mountain last time? Anyone remember?
A day? I mean, if
I feel like it was a day.
About 3 days.
Oh.
Did we go by coachman?
No, you
Did
walk.
we just walk? Hey, Erwin. Yeah, you're very tired. Do you think you could? Can we borrow your wagon?
No.
All right.
So you hate us?
What if it's to what if it's to stop the end of the world?
Oh, all right. No, don't take us.
Oh, okay. You love us.
We go anywhere. I just have one thing to hash out.
You look at Oakenhill immediately, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Isandra's gonna walk up to Oakenhill, and he's going to get in nice and close, turning. He's gonna twist his ring so that the bulkiest part of the ring is on the inside of his palm.
Mm-hmm.
I think I deserve this, and he's going to rear back, and he's gonna fucking slap Oakenhill right across the face.
Oakenhill does not stop it.
That was an option?
He's gonna give him a little, like, light backhand across the temple on the rebound.
The runes on his body from the flare from the pain, but then he's okay. And just, yeah, he just nods.
There's some shock from some people, some understanding from some. Erwin nods.
That does not resolve everything, but I think it resolves enough of my anger for us to get through the next leg of our mission.
Let's stop the end of the world first.
I'm going to wring your neck after it, okay?
Understood.
Don't do that in front of my parents.
I won't. I'll be nice, I promise. I love your parents.
They probably love you too. I just realized we have to go resurrect old Kingstinger. Mom, wait. You got it now.
No.
Mom, I'm not coming anymore. I have to go resurrect a dragon.
Oh, okay, dear. A dragon?
Yes.
Oh, dear, come back soon, okay? We'd like to see you.
I will, I love you.
Love you too.
I love you more.
Boon. We'll measure it out with a rhyming contest when you come back, okay?
So many spell slots.
Challenge accepted.
And that's about the end of it.
That was all my second and thirds, guys.
That's so funny.
I love the fact that this entire time, Farandra's been like a fucking switchboard with the amount of fucking sendings, and then Boone just like, oh, hi, Mom.
So it sounds like people are going to Mount Verad to resurrect old Kingstinger.
Is it
I told you
just?
it was gonna happen.
Is it all of us going, or just you two?
Wait, we don't have a diamond necklace trade called Kingstinger.
No, but there were more diamonds in
Well, I
there.
can say we looted the
used-
entire palace. Surely we found some diamonds.
Yeah, there was the diamond that I had for Irwin. There was the diamond necklace for Cynthia, and then there was like I think there was another diamond thing.
It was only 500. This needs to be 1,000.
Did we find any from looting the palace at all, or was that from the blue pile that you showed us before?
The loot pile is the palace, yeah.
Fuck.
Here. Let's roll a die. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty
It was
cool.
it was low last time.
Okay. Yeah, there happens to be a traveling merchant in town.
Yeah! We get him!
Who
We
is
kidnap him
selling
immediately.
a diamond worth 1,940 gold.
That'll do the job.
Who will pay for it? Let me make sure I can. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure he can.
You can't all pay off the rest of what you need.
So you said 1,940 gold?
Mhm.
Who brings out a platinum bar? Can you cover the other half?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What the 42 gold or whatever it was.
So it's 1,000, basically 1,000 gold. Right?
The platinum is 1,000 gold, right? Platinum bar.
Mhm.
940 gold remains.
And
Oh,
then
okay, it's
gold.
1,940. Gotcha.
Boone pulls out 2 gold bars.
Okay, wait, 1,000. That's 100.
Okay,
I
740
still have
gold
a gold.
remains.
740. Okay, I'm gonna give all my gold, so 513. Just do 500. Actually, I can't actually handle that. The extra 13 killed me the second I said it.
Boone pulls out 20 platinum
So
pieces.
500.
Okay, it's
What is
paid
it?
for.
40?
500 gold from you. The rest was paid out there. There we go. Yeah,
Super.
40 gold.
Yeah.
Boone pulls out 400 silver pieces.
The most eclectic
Oh,
payment
I
this
did. I
merchant
was
has
gonna
ever
do that. You
received.
can do it if you
About,
want.
about
Yeah, I got it.
2,000 copper.
Yeah, there you go. And you can head up the mountain. Do you guys have any cool things you want to do for the resurrection of Kingstinger?
Boone wants to put his flames, or at least the idea of his flames, back where they used to be.
Back in the four braziers, absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Ferandra, the thing that he gave Kingstinger way back when was a music box. He wants to play the tune that the music box played for Kingstinger. That's what I
Absolutely.
want.
Oh, that's just nice. Okay.
This session is called Back from the Dead.
Yeah. I've got something stupid I want to do when Boone and Ferandra leave. For the Kingstinger. I want a Final Prophecy sushi.
That's
Before we kill it, please.
Sure, but I want one final one.
Oh, and Boone will cast Create Food and Water as soon as Kingstinger's back. So that Kingstinger can eat something.
Absolutely.
It's bread in the shape of a sheep.
The
Yeah, little sheep loaves.
Yeah.
forms, kind music playing, the place restored as well as it could be to the how it was before.
And Boone will hold the silver flame.
Awesome. And slowly the flesh will begin to pull over and regrow on Kingstinger until eventually this ancient, powerful wyvern stands again and says, "And my family returns. Let us fly,
Hello, cousin."
Cousin."
Ferandra's gonna look to Boone and go, "What's he saying?"
It's all draconic, of course, yes.
He says, And Boone like covers his mouth, so he says that I am his favorite cousin ever, forever and ever, and that I get the front seat.
So that's